Hey everyone, welcome back to ECS Motion. My name is Alex, and for this video I'm doing another weather forecast video around Australia, mainly Queensland and the WA, but Australia because, well, in the other states there's nothing exciting really coming up. But last night there was some good thunderstorms in northeast New South Wales, especially what happened around the Grafton sort of west of Kempsey, where a bit of a supercell developed around Tari here, and it lasted all the way up here. And this is it. This is it right here. It lasted all the way there and made it all the way up there somehow. Very long-lasting cell. They turned to a bit of a shattered score line by about 9 or 10 p.m. before they just dissipated and weakened away. It was certainly strong storm. Later on in the night, there was another cell, a powerful one that developed just southwest of Stanthorpe and Warwick. It had some very heavy rain, especially torrential rain. Some areas Texas got up to 50 millimeters. Very good accumulations. I thought there would be a detailed severe thunderstorm warning, but it happened so late at night. I was already asleep, so I couldn't see the detailed warning, but it dissipated not long after. But yeah, it was certainly a strong storm, and there was certainly some very healthy rain accumulations in North Queensland and Central Queensland as well, as we had big rain amounts. You can just see as I play this radar. We had a sack of rain in some areas, especially around the Bundaberg, Maryborough, Eddisvoid area. You can see thunderstorms, rain everywhere, but I don't have any time to talk about that. Let's see what's coming up for today's forecast. So let's first go into North Queensland, just to see what's going on up there. I don't feel like there's anything really. I'm going to include Townsville for North Queensland as well, if I sound any stupid for that. So really, let me just get this good spot. Okay. So today, along the coast, around the Cairns sort of area. Oopsies, these are wrong maps. I pressed different buttons. To the west of Cairns, a few showers and light thunderstorms are possible. Along the whole coast, there's light showers possible. This morning, nothing exciting really. A few storms here and there around Cooktown are possible. But around the coast, nothing else really at all. It's just really boring stuff. Tomorrow we'll just see a few showers pop up here and there. Around Bolam we might see a few storms, a few light showers and thunderstorms, but really nothing exciting. Look, just everyday normal tropical stuff, showers here and there. A few thunderstorms here and there on Tuesday and Monday are possible. Tuesday itself, you can see a few storms here and there. Croydon, Georgetown to the north towards north of Karamba, you can see a few storms here and there, possibly severe as well, and some of them for heavy rainfall mainly, and the isolated risk of damaging wind gusts. But yeah, you can just see throughout the week, just normal tropical stuff, showers every day, all the time. That's going to bring a lot of rain, especially we're going to see a bit of a tropical low spin up somewhere around here later next week. So I'll be looking forward to that. And just looking at the rain accumulation, some areas are going to get some very heavy rain indeed, especially during the period when that tropical low comes in. Definitely around you can see the sort of track of very heavy rain that's coming from a tropical low that will develop. We were expecting rain accumulations up to 600 millimeters along the coast, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. The forecasts have been back down, but at least 100 millimeters along the coast around Cairns, Cooktown area are well and truly possible. Down south, you'll see that torrential rain. I'll talk about that later. Around the Thursday Island area, about 250 millimeters. Whippia expecting about 120 or so. Lockhart River about 100 as well. So it's going to be quite wet in some of these areas, which is good rain. But it's not like the best what I talk about. Not the best tropical rain that we'd see. Now let's move into more so central Queensland and basically, southeast parts of Queensland. So today there will be a fair bit of rain actually. Showers along the coast, near Bundaberg, Agnes Water, parts of Gladstone, but Gladstone always misses out. So if you do live in Gladstone, don't get your hopes up because Gladstone always misses every single thunderstorm. They just never make it. A thunderstorm outbreak is possible, especially down towards Brisbane and Toowoomba. This could be our first outbreak of this week or in the week. I think severe thunderstorms are well and truly possible in this general area, and then another area of thunderstorms, potentially severe thunderstorms Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. There is a slight chance Gladstone gets something, but majority of the time they miss out on everything. But we'll see. It would be good to get some good rain because we only had a few drops here and there. Yesterday we got absolutely no drops at all, nothing. Sunday, tomorrow morning, you can see more of that rain event develops around the Gladstone coast sort of area. It looks like a very wet day tomorrow before a bit of an outbreak of thunderstorms occurs later on in the afternoon around the Rockhampton, Ogmore, Dingo, Agnes Water, Bundaberg area, and maybe parts of Eddisford and Gladstone. So it's just going to be very wet in some of these areas. Majority of the Agnes Water area is going to get majority of the rain. I'm not expecting anything for Gladstone. Monday, these showers and thunderstorms will continue throughout. They'll track further south. They're not going to be as much north towards Gladstone. They're going to be much south towards Eddisford, Maroochydore, that sort of area. And then Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms continuing along the coast. Mainly inland. You can see in the afternoon we get another thunderstorm outbreak, potentially severe thunderstorm outbreak. In fact, yesterday was Friday. There were some very dangerous severe thunderstorms around Biloela with heavy, locally intense rainfall, which received at least a good 60 or 70 millimeters in just under a few hours. Looking on Wednesday, you can see another thunderstorm outbreak. Looks like a severe thunderstorm outbreak, especially around Brisbane. This could be another powerful outbreak around the Brisbane. We're talking about the severe thunderstorms, possibly dangerous thunderstorms with heavy, locally intense rainfall, large hail, and damaging wind gusts. And then later, Tuesday night, after the big storms, looks like we're just going to see rain showers and light thunderstorms across the coast before Thursday, we see another outbreak of thunderstorms around the Ogmore, Rockhampton, West Hill sort of area. A few severe storms here and there possible, but it's just going to be showers throughout the week, really. It looks like we might see a bit of a front move through, the southwest near Charleville. Looks like we might see a bit of a rain event or a severe thunderstorm outbreak towards the north. But it's really not going to be too serious before it actually moves towards Queensland and Brisbane. You can see it looks like we might see another severe thunderstorm outbreak. It's showing green, it's not showing much red, but we could still see some severe storms. And then after that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, nothing's too reliable. We're not really expecting anything, but rain accumulations were showing 0 in majority of the parts around the Brisbane area. It was just showing 0, near nothing at all for majority of the Queensland area. But now, taking a look at the rain accumulations, they're very well higher than what I actually expected. You can see rain accumulations around Maroochydore are expected to peak up to 120 millimeters. So like yesterday, it showed like 10 millimeters for the coast. Now it's showing way more because of those severe storms we'll see pop up today and tomorrow. You can see Gladstone expecting about 150 millimeters. I'm not really sure about that, honestly. Boyne Island and Tannum around 130. Agnes Water about 150 to 160. And then along the coast, at least 100 millimeters where this dark green is. Also, very heavy rain across the Mackay sort of area, up to 200 millimeters in some areas. Looks like a very, very wet start to the Christmas sort of week before Christmas. It's going to be quite wet in some of these areas indeed. And the day that these storms they are today, right? Just taking a look at the humidity values. They are some very good humidity. You can see just nearly 100% outside of Eddisford. Toowoomba about 80. You can see very high humidities, getting close to 100, which will be excellent values. You can just look at the energy values for thunderstorms, quite high, not as high as what we normally see, but they're still quite high for this time of year. And looks like if we do get energy values any higher than this, humidity rise, we might see a powerful, brutal, severe thunderstorm outbreak like what we saw about a month ago or two. Um, yeah, if we see these values rise, if we see the humidity rise, we'll definitely see another powerful outbreak of severe thunderstorms. Moving to New South Wales, there's absolutely nothing to talk about. I'll just talk you through a few showers, thunderstorms in northeast New South Wales are possible today. I'm trying to get everything into the one coast. There we go. But there's nothing down south. It's just going to be like little thunderstorms in northeast New South Wales. There's nothing to talk about at all, guys. It's totally boring. But in southeast New South Wales, we definitely want to be talking about. So today, if you light showers and light thunderstorms around the Sydney sort of area possible, but nothing exciting. Monday, absolutely boring. A few showers here in the northeast New South Wales are possible. That's all. Tuesday, absolutely boring as well. A bit of a front may actually start to move through. But later on Tuesday evening, looks like we might see a bit of a severe thunderstorm outbreak around the Bega sort of area. You can see severe thunderstorms are possible with heavy rainfall and damaging winds. You can just see how they are moving, and just looking at the Cape Index. You can see values are there. They're not overly high. Around Ulladulla, about 4 p.m. when those thunderstorms will start to build, looks like there's some very good values. In Sydney, looks like also very good values. So severe thunderstorms are well and truly possible to fire up on Tuesday in that area. Looks like we might see a bit of an early outbreak of thunderstorms, especially into the southeast of New South Wales. Well and truly possible. I would be giving this about a 50-50 of actually occurring. And then nothing really after that. Again, just coastal showers, completely clear, just a bit of cloudy before we see another outbreak of thunderstorms, potentially severe thunderstorm outbreak on Sunday. Looks like in the morning we're going to see thunderstorms develop. I'm not exactly sure if these are going to be severe. It doesn't look like they're going to be severe. It's just going to be some sort of stock standard thunderstorm outbreak. So nothing to worry about for now, but it looks like we might see a bit of a rain event develop as well around the Canberra area before what looks like a bit of a score line may develop later on to the night on Monday. However, this is a little bit unreliable. This looks like a very nasty outbreak of thunderstorms. This is a little bit unreliable because it's still a long future into the forecast, so I wouldn't be getting our hopes up for this. Looks like a big rain event. Looks like a bit of a low pressure system as well. Yeah, but in terms of that, after that, nothing exciting at all. Looking at the rain accumulations, they're going to be pretty good actually in some areas, especially around the Orange, Dubbo Parks sort of area because of that rain we're expecting on Monday, sometime on Monday next week. If I can get this to work at all, yeah, you can see that spinning thingy. So if we just get this 14-day forecast, you can see pretty good rainfall accumulations around Dubbo, at least 120 millimeters. But the real rain is going to be around Canberra, where we're going to see the thunderstorms fire up sometime on Tuesday next week. And some of those thunderstorms could be very dangerous, severe thunderstorms with heavy to locally intense rainfall. Are well and truly possible. That's why we might see those accumulations really peak closer to 200 millimeters in some areas. That's going to be from those severe storms we'll see on Tuesday from slow-moving pulse thunderstorms with heavy to locally intense rain. Sydney area about 30 to 40 millimeters, and all the way down from Walgett down to Canberra, at least 100 millimeters in some areas are possible, mainly about 50 to 100. It's not going to be overly high, but it's going to be some very decent rain accumulations for this time of year. Now let's move on to what's going on in South Australia. There's absolutely nothing to talk about, guys. Don't even get excited. A few thunderstorms, light thunderstorms are possible, but there's nothing at all to talk about, so don't even get excited, guys. You want to be excited for WA. Severe thunderstorm outbreak expected later on today to develop. You can see around the Marble Bar sort of area, North WA. Severe thunderstorms are well and truly possible with heavy rainfall, but they're not overly likely to be severe. It's just going to be some stock standard stuff. Tomorrow looks like we might see another outbreak of thunderstorms, potentially severe in the southern parts. Monday doesn't look like anything too exciting. A bit of a rain event may develop into the east. Um, Tuesday, just normal stuff. A couple of thunderstorms here in the North Queensland, North WA around Marble Bar as well. So it's just gonna be storms throughout the north all week basically. Thursday, it's a bit of a clearer day, not as much stuff except for the very, very North Pilbara coast. You can see a severe thunderstorm outbreak is possible. But like that, nothing else after really. After Thursday, there's nothing too exciting in central WA or southern WA. There's really nothing to talk about. So see nothing in the way of thunderstorms. But there will be some brutal temperatures in some areas. It's gonna be very hot throughout the week next week. So be prepared for that, especially Christmas Eve might be a bit of a hot day. So let's get into temperature, break that down now. You can just see temperatures this morning. Where is it? It's about 8 a.m. You can see they're already quite warm in some areas, up to 20 or 30 degrees. You can see just south of Warburton, about 36 degrees. And if we just turn on this temperature, you can just see the temperatures are quite warm in some areas. These temperatures will warm up towards this afternoon. They'll accelerate in temperatures in South Australia around the Cooper Pedy area. You see 45 degrees, close to 45 in some areas. It's going to be quite hot in there, I can guarantee to you. So if you have a swimming pool, I'd recommend going in that if you like swimming. A bit of a cool change to Perth may be is expected later on into Sunday morning. Can just see a bit of a cool temperatures in the southwest, but that's not going to last long as the heat will come back. Most of the hot weather will be in central Australia. I'm just going to literally show the whole of Australia. See just central Australia every day hot very hot temperatures in some areas. Birdsville, about the Birdsville sort of area, up to 44, 45, 46 degrees are well and truly possible. Looks like it's going to be a scorching hot day in some of these areas on Monday. Going into Tuesday, you can see heat continues to build around Mount Isa, Tennant Creek, Birdsville, even south towards Burke and New South Wales, and then another area of hot weather near Carnarvon. So it's going to be quite hot indeed. Some southern coastal areas like Sanjuna, those Adelaide, will get some slightly cooler temperatures, but it'll still be quite warm there. You can see just every day the exact same thing. Scorching hot days, very hot weather is expected. Some days are going to be brutally hot in WA. And just looking on Wednesday on Christmas, you can just see just to South Carafa, very hot temperatures reaching 47 degrees, just very hot indeed. But Carafa itself isn't expecting too much, about 38 degrees, if that's it. But yeah, every day is going to be the exact same thing, just hot weather around Australia. So nothing to really get into great detail. Looks like a scorcher will happen on Friday, late next week, and yeah. Let's move on to wind and wind gusts. You can just see, let me turn off this, empty map. So tropical low 02U is just weakening off here. It's a piece of poop right now. We had a severe tropical cyclone near Madagascar yesterday. It developed like sometime yesterday, was it the other day before? It was the remnants of the tropical low that developed here near Cocos Killing Islands. And I actually was tracking it. I didn't put it on the forecast because I thought it would be nothing, would just dissipate. Little did I know, when I was tracking here, it rapidly developed here into a Category 3 or Category 2 or Category 3 system. You can see wind gusts are still accelerating, expected to continue up to 90 kilometers an hour. As it moves back onto waters, it will intensify back to what looks like Category 2, if not Category 3 system. It's a very strong cyclone indeed. This is like one of the strongest ones of this year 2024-2025. Way stronger than Becky. If you guys remember, Becky developed somewhere here. This one is way more powerful than it. It's up to very well, they're about the same, I'd say, but I'm pretty sure Becky was only Category 3. What's the Category 4? I'm not sure. But anyway, this looks like this system may reach Category 4, if not Category 5, severe tropical cyclone strength, until it crosses with about a Category 5 or Category 4 system. So if you live in Pemba, because today looks like not tomorrow. If you live in what is it called, Africa. If you live in Pemba, am I correct? Yes. If you live in northern Madagascar, these islands here, or Pemba, be prepared right now because this system is going to smack you later tomorrow. Especially Pemba, this system is going to be very powerful when it does hit. It's going to be Category 4 at least, about the same strength of Becky, but I'm pretty sure this system is way stronger. Let's move over here. There's nothing to talk about that. That's a boring piece of poop. Let's just take a look what's expected to spin up here later next week. You can see nothing right now. Looked on the forecast and it looks like something might spin up. You can just see a bit of what looks like circulation. Looking at the axis, it's showing nothing yet. It was showing a tropical low somewhere there. But if we look in the Gulf of Carpentaria, we do have a little bit more exciting news coming up. As you can see right now, nothing really at all, except we should see a tropical low develop sometime on Tuesday. The Bureau of Meteorology was giving it 20% chance of becoming a cyclone, but I do not even see it spinning up anyway, so it looks like a really, really boring thing. Doesn't look like it's going to happen at all. But yeah, I'm saying it's a good thing. We don't really want a cyclone right now around Christmas. After Christmas, it's okay, I think. We can have a tropical cyclone somewhere, but if we have it before Christmas, that's going to be a disaster for many people. But yeah, you can see just nothing boring, nothing in the way of tropical lows at all. We might see something spin up near Port Moresby late next week on Saturday. In fact, next week. But we'll keep an eye on this in the future forecast. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll continue doing these forecast videos as well. Again, stay informed with that tropical cyclone. We may see another one develop northwest of West Island. I'm not going to be surprised at all. Oh, there's that system we were talking about. Yeah, not exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next future video. And I hope you have a good day. Bye.